Hey everybody, TBGhunter here, and welcome back to more Fallout New Vegas. Last time, we made it to the very end of the divide. We overcame all of its challenges, some more difficult than others, but we still overcame. We found a bit more about why Eddie was out here, well, this version of Eddie anyway, and we found out why Ulysses wanted us to come here in the first place. Apparently, this was all my doing. Oops. In reaching this final area, we have Eddie lost to us because Ulysses overrid him and took him into the bunker here. He's got missiles aimed right at New Vegas, and he's threatening to destroy our home just like we destroyed this home. And there's only one man left in this world to stop him. I'd admit, getting to this point in the game, it's been quite a journey. We're coming up on the very end of New Vegas. I gotta say, even though that there's been some ups, some downs, possibly more downs than up in this series, but I have to say, I'm really gonna miss this series when it ends. It's just something that's, since I've been working so long on this, it's just really stuck to me. I guess because I've treated this series more like, you know, I've treated it more like I was actually in the world, which is kind of what you're supposed to do in RPGs. And it really made me fall in love with this series once more. I had some issues with New Vegas at the very beginning of its cycle, like a lot of people did, due to the fact that it was... Okay, let's be honest here. New Vegas, when it first launched, wasn't the best when it came to programming. Like, it had a lot of glitchy issues. It always froze up at times. But going back through this, even Dead Money, I gotta admit, it's probably one of the best Fallout games in the entire series. I still hold my ground when I say that Fallout 2 is the best in the entire series, but this is pretty much a close second. If Fallout 2 was more accessible and more user-friendly, although it's an old RPG, so that's why it was, that's just how they were back then, I probably would never play another Fallout game afterwards because there's just nothing that could beat it. But this has some of the best writing in the entire series. Laser RCW. Don't really need... how much is it worth? Nah. If I can find one of those terminals to sell stuff at, I might come back here and grab it. I'm just really close to being over encumbered. Oh god! For a second, I thought I accidentally blew myself up. I was like, aw, man! At ease, soldier. Bouncing around in there for? I got maintenance reports. Pod 1 inactive, unoccupied. Pod 2 active, occupied. And I think we found Eddie. Alright, let's see. Access, iBot maintenance area. iBot maintenance area, secure system activated. Do you wish to proceed? No! How about the maintenance corridor? I'm gonna have to fight that thing, aren't I? And the turret's in there. I almost didn't see it because the glass kind of hides them. Alright, let's do this. Thank God I brought Dump with me. How does one cripple robots? God damn it. Didn't want that battery. Or was it? There we go. Open repair pod 2. Must have been an override function piggybacked on that broadcast. That's what pulled you here. Are you alright? Of course I came after you. I wasn't gonna leave you behind. Override frequency, so that's... So what, Ulysses just called you here? But why would he do that? It wasn't to lure me here. Ulysses always knew I was coming. Whatever he's planning, Ulysses obviously wants you there. Come on, I'd hate to disappoint him. Ah, he didn't play his awesome determined tune. Anything else in here? Could've sworn there'd probably been like another sentry or turret, I guess. I guess not. What do I have up here? Red shotgun. Need to get some more rockets, that's for sure. I guess I don't really need the flare gun. I guess we'll put this down here. We might get some fun out of it. Alright, Eddie. Do the thing. Thank you, Eddie. Activate the commissionary. It's simple, the riot gear stuff is restocked. Probably because it's been like a couple days. Let's see. I don't really need all the flashbangs. I don't need the frag grenades. I'll keep the plasma caster, it's been pretty helpful. But the pulse bangs can go. Satchel charges can go. That sniper rifle can go, and so can the lances. Alright. Universal repair. Where is my helmet at? Elite right gear helmet, 3,000 caps. It was actually pretty cheap to repair something like that. Alright, what kind of stuff can I buy? Let's see, regular alpha strike, auto launcher, sighting. Mechanical upgrade increases its condition, or should I increase the magazine size? We'll go with the mechanical upgrade, and then we'll use the thermatic lance that we have, that tri-beam. And I think that's everything. We'll get rid of the Bowie knife. We'll get a better one pretty soon. Just trying to make sure I have everything ready before we go into this final confrontation. Chance, today's position. I guess I can get rid of all those. Alright. Oh, wait. I said I needed rockets. I just keep delaying the whole thing. I need rockets. Centenary rockets, high explosives. That sounds like fun. I'll take 13 of them. Oof. We'll take 20 of those rockets, and we'll take 13 of... Oh, no, that's too much. There we go. I'm gonna have to do a lot of selling before we end this series off. Alright, let's put my badass helmet back on. That's not the helmet. There it is.
And let's go into this final confrontation. We'll do it together, buddy. Right after a physical exam. I just keep delaying the whole thing. Let's go into the temple. Once you've accessed this elevator, you cannot return until you end this. If you have anything left you want to do before going ahead, take care of it now. Well, this whole journey has been pretty much a straight shot, no reason to go back now. So let's take the elevator and confront Ulysses once and for all. That's a lot of rockets. Well, he definitely knows how to make an entrance, that's for sure.
Even in this place, NCR's shadow falls. Or is it just you, courier, without the bear's corpse to weigh you down? Judging by your shadow, maybe you can't let your machine go. Doesn't matter now. Either way, the Divide Giants are awakening. The missiles here on their way home. There is no way to stop them.
I still don't understand. Why are you doing this?
You've answered your own question, and you'll die with that question on your lips. You don't see, listen, even when it's all around you. No matter if I nailed it into your head like a gift from Caesar. You brought the Divide to life, courier. You walked the road, brought the bear, then the bull, brought me, following your tracks. And when I saw the divide you made, I saw a second chance, a new way of thinking. My world, no longer the East. And you brought the West in that package, destroyed it all, nearly killed me, flesh and spirit. You destroyed something larger than the bear, greater than the bull. And even when you could have turned away, you brought it again in that machine. You destroyed a nation taking its first breath, a place that could have been my home. Now, I'll destroy yours.
If you meant to kill me, you should have done it a long time ago. No, that sounds too dickish. Maybe he can be reasoned to it. What happened to the Divide, what I did was an accident. What you're doing, it's madness.
No. Now there is purpose. I believe you when you say you were careless. The Divide, the chip, the machine you brought here. Many messages can be taken from that, intended or not. What I do now is an act of conviction.
If you blame me for the Divide, then let me answer for it, not others.
Blame you? No. Learned from you. Both the weapon to kill a nation and the strength to do it. You showed me a road, a way to carry my message. You've already answered for what you've done. Now the flag you follow will answer for it.
So what, you intend to bomb the Mojave?
No, not the Mojave. The West. All that's been built since America died. Same symbols as before the war. Now a flag carried by a tribe of children. You walked west, didn't stay. You know the reason. The bear grows without structure, follows a symbol without knowing its history. And knowing that you believe in the bear's sickness and have given it strength, and that gives more reason to lay waste to your homeland. After this, only one flag will remain over the Mojave. Let that one fly, or destroy itself.
You can't destroy the West, even with all the missiles here.
No need to destroy the bear. Just cut its throat. You taught me that at the Divide. Only need to cut off the supply line, the road, to watch something greater die. I'll turn the long 15 into miles of fire. Cut off the Mojave. NCR will fall back, lose Hoover Dam, and leave their throats exposed to the Legion.
Even if you had no faith in the NCR, I do. My actions have proven it.
Your actions have carried strength. If you speak for the two-headed bear, I'll hear your words, even if I will be the only one to hear them. If you believe it should not die this day, then answer me why.
One can build a community, make it stronger. You saw that at the Divide, even blamed me for it.
History has proven this. Our history. And you think that you have this strength? Enough for all of NCR. The West is not at the Divide, and nothing you can do can prevent the missile's launch. Convincing me changes nothing.
I believe one person can make or break a nation. You already know this.
It may be that as much destruction has been written in the earth here, you may build something else, as you built the Divide. You have spoken truly. There is a shadow of a nation behind you, the hope of a people. Yet it may not matter. The Divide still stands against us.
The Divide? Wait, what do you mean?
Our enemies gather outside, shadows of the bear and the bull. They will have found their way in, just as you did. It was always my intention. In case I could not kill you, the marked men would flood this place, cut off your escape. If we cannot prevent what comes, then let us make our stand here. Two couriers together at the Divide.
Let's do this.
Here they come.
They come for us, east and west alike.
Time for the end.
If we're done here, let's leave the Divide behind. If we get separated, I'll meet you above Hopeville, near the canyon wreckage.
The missile launch terminal. This terminal has already been engaged in countdown sequence and the abort code has been overridden. You might be able to change the missile's target or accelerate the countdown to launch the missiles immediately. In the attempt to cancel the launch, we can redirect the missiles to attack both the NCR and Caesar's Legion. We can attack either Caesar's Legion or just hit the NCR like Ulysses wanted. I could deal a fatal blow to the Legion using this place. But no one should have this much power. Not after what happened the first time. We need to cancel the launch. The abort code is encrypted with an incredibly advanced pre-war military encryption sequence. You'll have to be a code-breaking robot to crack it this time. Well, in time.
Experiment log 369248/A. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System. This is Dr. Whitley presiding. Initial tests of the override system are promising. Against unsecured or lightly encrypted targets, the iBots have a 98% success rate. More heavily protected systems are still problematic. Military-grade encryption presents a very real possibility of critical overload of key systems. We've stopped tests before any robots were destroyed. But if we don't address the problem, our iBots will fry themselves hacking military networks.
Are you sure you can stop this missile? But the log said that this kind of encryption would kill you. No, Eddie. I won't let you sacrifice yourself like this. There has to be a better way. If you're really sure you want to do this, okay, go ahead and stop the missiles, and goodbye. Hopefully we'll see each other again someday.
Hopeville burned, lightless in the night, invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket, an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The courier had been the end of his road. As for the courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out
Death
of
Claws, on the
fear.
other hand, tried to rip me apart.
The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. a footlocker bearing a gift, and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
The divide broke cities, flayed skin from bone, and threatened to destroy the world. But you survived it, and stopped it. You can put a single point into any special attribute. You also gain reputation with followers of the Apocalypse and the Brotherhood of Steel for stopping another Armageddon. Hey, we're idolized by the Brotherhood now. I thought I was already idolized by them. What about the followers? Yeah, I guess not. Well, we got 1 point of attribute. We could put it into perception, or we could put it into agility. I think agility is probably the best bet. This is the end. As Ulysses said in that final message, there's a footlocker for us. Got some bitter drink, a duster, Old Glory, which is his, signature weapon, another red glare, 100 rockets, snakebite tourniquet, his duster, his mask, and his final message to us. We'll listen to that message, but there's some things I want to go over real quick. What's good? I guess this is best. There's something special
about the Courier Duster. It actually has multiple variants of it, and it all based on your reputation with whatever faction you decide to go into the end game. If you decide to fight with the NCR, well, as you can see, you get the NCR logo on its back. You also get unique perks associated with each of the main factions. So with the NCR one, we got Endurance +1 plus 25 carry weight, which is, I'm not denying that it's good. This is actually probably the best one if you want to try and max out your carry weight for your character, because there is actually a special way you can, I believe, up it to 400 pounds or 450 pounds. Maybe it's 500, I don't know. Future me will throw up the right amount of weight you can carry if you max it out smartly. But there's also the other ways that you can get the Courier Duster. If you decide to fight for Mr. House, you get Old World Justice, which pretty much is just Ulysses' outfit because it carries the Old World flag on its back. You get 1 agility plus 30 radiation resistance for it, so that combined with Ulysses' mask or the gas mask you get in the Divide, it's a pretty decent radiation protection outfit. For Caesar's Legion, you get fighting chance with up to 1 strength and plus 15 action points, so it's alright. And if you decide to fight for an independent Vegas, then you get the Blackjack Duster, which will up your luck by 1 and give you 30 poison resistance. Honestly, that's kind of the most lackluster one out of all the dusters you can get. The hell? Thought I saw like a coyote flinging itself across here. But we're not done. I want to go back into the Divide. Let's see, put my breathing mask on. There's an area that we did not go to, and it's not a place I'm going to be spending a lot of time in. It's probably just going to be a quick in and out. But there's also the fact that Ulysses said he would meet us at the canyon wreckage if he made it out of here. And, well, there he is, watching over the Divide, because his job is done. You know, Ulysses, since your job as a courier is most likely over, you could probably make a very good career in either talk shows or podcasts. Just saying, you got the voice for it.
Full circle. Walked your road. Now back again. Something else in you needing an answer.
Well, what are you doing here?
A question one could have asked you not long ago, before walking the road west into the storms. see what was done. It's custom of the bear to never see the marks it claws in the land. Not my custom. Maybe that's why you've come to. Need to see where the missile from Ashton touched ground down below in Hopeville. The Courier's Mile.
What's the Courier's Mile? Is that where the Ashton missile hits?
My name for it. If you have a better one, you grant it. My choice of names won't carry past you and I. Lies along the road, running from the Hopeville silo, straight onto where the ground burns and wind howls even stronger than here.
What about the marked men?
That's part of why I'm here. Watch them. If they attack me, try to enter the Mojave. I answer. Not looking to kill them. Save them, if I can. There might be something saving in them. If not, then what I do is mercy, not murder.
The divides are radiated. Are you sure you want to stay here?
The invisible fires burn here, true enough. Still, to have helped carry out such an act, and not face it, not my way. If my life burns out here, so be it. Until then, I wait and watch, see what the road brings.
Alright, well, I had some other questions.
Something else in you needing an answer?
Caesar's dead.
Names die twice to history. If the West thanks you, the East won't in time. Fall apart. Back to the tribes, maybe. Too soon to tell what will happen. Let history weigh what you've done, if it gets that far.
Well, I mean, Caesar was an idiot. He took a bullet for his bodyguard when usually it's supposed to be the other way around. Are you angry at all?
Caesar would be history's hypocrite if he was angry about what happened. I'm not one for it either. Seems you just proved his philosophy to him. If he'd been stronger, he'd be alive, and we wouldn't be talking. Unless you do the same for the legate that comes, you'll get no thanks from me. When that monster arrives, he's not going to have a leash. Kaiser could command him. Not now. The bear is going to burn, and burn slow.
Is this where you're making camp?
Not a camp. Vigil, maybe. Never claimed it as mine. If anyone owns the divide, your claim is stronger than mine. Don't feel like adding a campfire to the ones that already burn below. If you brought Mojave gifts, might be able to shape something for the road.
Any recipes you can teach?
Depends what history has to say about them. There's a lot the land can provide, if you know the road that led to it. Mojave's got ways of healing most ills. If not, some tribes are usually found a way you didn't expect. Like healing powders. Tribes back west only use Xander and rock flour. There's a way the twin mothers in the east used to brew it though. Called it bitter drink. Mixed up the Xander and Brock in a bottle. Added some kick to it, so your head doesn't get all clouded.
What's the history of it?
History cures a wound, leaves the bitterness that caused it. The twin mothers were always about lessons. Caesar taught them the last one, though. So that's it for them. Recipe still exists. Legion uses it on forced marches with wounded soldiers. Wouldn't have made it through Crimson River Trail a few years back without it. Losing so much blood early on was a Cazador feast. Enough Xanderroot and Brock flour along the trail, though. The Legion was able to keep pace and get where they were going.
Can you share the recipe with me?
Can do that, and one better. Just enough around to mix some. Here, might make the twin mother's history live a little longer. You carrying it, When you drink it, down it all in one shot, or your stomach's not going to want to keep going after the second drink.
Alright, is there anything else you can teach me? Or help me shape something?
Let's make something new from the old.
So we can pretty much make clone stuff, and basically, if we have any salient green from Big Mountain, we can clone Xanderud. We can pretty much just make clone versions of a lot of things. Honestly, I don't find this very helpful unless it's like hardcore mode and you're just desperately in need of food.
Something else you need?
Any more recipes you can teach?
Nothing more than I've already shared. We'll have to keep with what we know. Tired of history's lessons anyway.
Alright. Anything else? I got your final message.
Didn't think I'd be breathing to hear you say that. Message isn't important. Meaning is. Had to speak of it in case the words got lost in paper, ink, or others' voices. Maybe even yours in time. Still meant for you. Courier to courier. Belongs to you now. Or history. Doesn't matter.
I reached Vegas and House is dead.
House spoke, acted through machines. Sometimes can judge a man by his messengers. Sometimes the messengers judge him. Wonder what happens to Vegas now. The tribes, families. We'll see.
You don't sound happy.
What you did was for the best. The old world died long ago. Anyone who believes they can make it return, and everything will be as it was. It is a dangerous belief. Needs to be silenced before their belief spreads. If you saw House, you didn't see a man. An old world spirit, perhaps. Filthy, diseased. If so, killing him was mercy, not cruelty.
Have you been to Hopeville since the Ashton missile hit?
Walk there sometimes. Keep the walks short. Still, it's important to see. Something else to answer for. Occasionally sift through the dust, the buildings. See if I can find some history, marks of America. If you want them, keep them. You've earned it. Nothing to be gained by me holding them. And more will surface in time.
Ooh, 50 rockets. Thank you. Find anything in the dust of Hopeville?
Nothing but wind, sand, ash. More may reveal itself in time. Not now. If you're determined, return.
That's just him giving you random stuff if he goes through Hopeville and stuff. Want to hear more about Hoover Dam from you.
Old world wall, run red with blood of bear and bull. It'll bleed more before the sun sets on the Mojave. That place and I have a past. Owe it a debt, and it owes me. If your path takes you there, no, you're not the only one. It's the wall by which this age will be measured, the gravestone of the Mojave. Old world never meant it as such.
You're a very philosophical man, Ulysses.
Can hear the weight in your feet. You're bound for that old world wall, Hoover Dam. Maybe not now. In time. Bear and bull shed too much blood there to let it go. Can't stop you from going. Wouldn't. A warning, though. The legate Linnaeus, whether Caesar stands or not, Linnaeus will come.
Who is Legate Lennius?
Linnaeus, butcher, monster, terror of the East. Not even his slaves have seen his face. Struck them blind so they can't. Wears a mask. Don't even know if it's the same man. He put Colorado to the sword. broke the hangdogs by throwing their hounds upon the flames, so they might burn forever in the afterlife.
And why is he coming west?
Take Hoover Dam. Legion will need something as big as the old world itself, another symbol forged by history. The Neos carries all the terrors of the East with him. He's the myth, the weapon the Legion needs. When he arrives, he'll fall on Hoover Dam like a hammer, break the bear in two.
Any idea on how to beat him?
19 tribes could not do it. All the lights in Vegas cannot. His strength lies in his title, and it is his weakness. He will not fight a losing battle and destroy what he represents, but the idea of loss in him. Convince him the bear will not be the 20th tribe beneath his heel. It will make him pause like nothing on earth. You do not need to convince him alone. Draw upon history. The past of other legates are not filled with victories. Remind the news of this.
Other legates?
There are other legates, and the one before Linnaeus couldn't take Hoover Dam for Kaiser. That legate's mistake is he didn't die trying. His name was Joshua Graham, answered for his failure. Twice, some say. Kaiser had him burned and cast into the earth, into the largest canyon you've ever seen. Watched the flames trail all the way to the bottom. Somehow, Joshua walked away from that, went beyond Kaiser's gaze. His footsteps trailing fire, walking from one hell, maybe, to another. When one is ruined like Graham was, sometimes home is the only place left. If so, he went to New Canaan. Kaiser's anger written on him like a book. Kaiser's orders to the Frumentari were to watch for him, find Graham, kill him. Didn't try. Could've. No good would have come of it. Graham earned his life and his nature. It'll kill him more surely than any blade of the Legion. So, if you have heard word of it, or seen sign of him, let it keep. Let his history keep.
I'll remember that.
And there is nothing more to be done. The Mojave awaits.
Well, we've already dealt with Joshua. He's more at peace now than he was before. But we need to go back one more time into the storm. There's a place that we never went to, and Ulysses said to walk the Courier's Mile. I believe it was near Hopeville. Yeah, path to the Courier's Mile right there. Go to the Hopeville silo bunker. I could just walk right through the bunker here because there's literally no threats inside it, but nah, it's faster to just fast travel. Alright. Now, it's kind of an easy walk. You just literally go right from... Oh, God. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, listen here, buddy. I need you to stop that real quick. I hate first-person shooting. Or third-person shooting. It's always easier with first. I know there's some people who prefer the third person to Fallout games to first person. I don't know why they would think that's a better choice, because they've just... I guess for melee characters, it's easier because things won't sneak up on you like they did for me. Let's walk the Courier's Mile. Oh, God, it's very green and light. Very light green. This place, well, since a nuclear warhead detonated right above it, it's heavily drenched in radiation. Just gonna say right now, not really a whole lot of good stuff here. Well, that's not true. There is one really good weapon here. And thank goodness it's literally right at the very beginning of the Courier's Mile. This place is very dangerous, by the way, due to the fact that not only is this place bathed in radiation, there's a certain specific enemy here that's changed thanks to me. What the hell is all the... Do I not have any Rad-X or Rad... Wait, there they are. Located right on this street lamp, we get Blood Nap. It's the unique Bowie knife. I'll try and go a little bit in, but knowing my luck, I'm probably going to get ripped apart. Because deep inside the Courier's Mile... I don't even know what this thing could have been. Are new enemies, which are very aggressive. They're irradiated death claws. They don't have any damage threshold. I guess the radiation burned it all away. But they do have a lot of HP, and I believe they have more damage than normal death claws do. Uh-oh. Down, boy! I'll have future me throw up on the screen of any significant treasures that can be found out here. It's best if you want to come out here, maybe grab the Remnant's power armor or something. Just something very powerful which has decent radiation protection on it. Oh god! Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna have to tank this. Let's see. Med-X. Use a couple super stim packs. Tank the hit. Alright, his legs are crippled. There we go. Really, the only thing I wanted to get here was Blood Nap, because it's actually a really fun and really useful weapon, because it's the only weapon in the game, if I can get to it, that does bleeding damage. It's an awesome weapon. I love it. Because when you thought the combat was a knife, well, that wasn't a knife. This is a knife. Oh, hey, there's a military shipping crate. Some things I can sell. Nice. Ooh, I almost went away before seeing that stealth boy. Alright, let's get back to the Mojave and listen to that final message of Ulysses. You do not want to walk that Courier's Mile, Ulysses. It is a pain in the butt. Maybe you want to grab some power armor. I'm sure they probably have some in one of the military buildings here. It has been a long day. Actually, it's been a long week. I'm pretty sure it's been like possibly a week out inside the Divide. But we got a journey one more time ahead of us. It's time to go back to New Vegas. You know what? Why don't we hear that final message from Ulysses? It's the least we can do.
Last tape, last message. In case you best me. If you're hearing this, you have, through blood or word, this message and all that lies with it. It is for you, Courier. If you want to know the why of things, this world, I've walked a good part of it. I stopped only because of you. What you did gave me pause. Long ago, I crossed the Colorado, the first among the Legion to see Hoover Dam in all its glory. An old world wall, yet bridging two sides. And beyond it, a symbol of a two-headed bear. An idea great enough to challenge Caesar himself. Might kill him taking it, whether he won or lost. The bull needs to fight, needs the challenge. Without it, it falters, dies in the dust. Might be a lesson there, in you and me. Leave the thought behind the message to you. My message is this. The destruction that has been wrought at the Divide, or elsewhere, if you couldn't stop me, it can happen again. It will keep happening. If war doesn't change, men must change, and so must their symbols. Even if it is nothing at all, know what you follow, Courier. Just you to the end. Whatever your symbol, carry it on your back and wear it proudly when you stand at Hoover Dam.
Well, it's been a long journey, but we're finally home. The Divide was my home once, but Vegas is my home now. And Big Mountain will be my home in the future, maybe. I wouldn't give this place up for anything, even for all its faults. Let's head on inside and go see my friends. It's been quite a while since I've been in here. Hope you guys haven't missed me too much. Eddie, you're alive! I miss those beeping sounds of yours, buddy. Boone, Cass, Raul, Rex, Lily, Veronica. Where's Arcade? That meat-stealing bastard. It's been a very long ride. All the snow globes are mine. All my friends are here. All my journeys have been completed. Well, all but one. There's still one journey that we need to take. And it's one we're going to be taking next time. Next time on Fallout New Vegas, we're going to head to Hoover Dam and prepare for the final battle there. See you guys next time. Later.